how does it feel? How did this come together, Craig, with Ryan?
Yeah, really good. I mean, obviously we wanted to get it done before the season, and because you want to just focus on the hockey and get moving forward. So to be able to get him done, for a few more years, to know that he's going to be our coach here, it's a huge win for the organization.
Craig, there's so much excitement about the young pieces. What makes him the right guy to kind of usher those kids along?
I think first and foremost, he's a teacher. So, I mean, when he works with them, whether it's video on the ice, how he explains what he wants from them, it's simple. This is how you need to play if you want to play in the NHL. And I think that kind of goes through his whole coaching staff. So, and he's open to playing young guys, and he's open to, obviously, with Huberdeau and him last year and putting Huberdeau on the penalty kill, he works with the players and tries to put them in a position to succeed. And that's what we want to do here, is have success and succeed.
We all know his first year, there were a lot of veterans leaving. How do you see his job evolving through the length of this extension?
I think it's kind of like this team. We want to continue to get better. We want to push and get better, and we want to be a team that makes the playoffs, and eventually the goal is to win a Stanley Cup like every team. We're all going to say the same thing, but I think, I've seen a growth from the first year to the second year, and just the confidence that he has and how he wants this team to play, and it's going in the right direction. Obviously we got some young pieces always coming into the lineup, and he's willing to play him and give him chances, and knows there's going to be, I think, where the first year maybe there was a hard line where if you made a mistake or that was kind of wasn't received well, you might not play. Now, okay, you made a mistake. Here, I'm going to give you another opportunity. We're going to do it again, and this is what I need from you. And that means a lot to the young guys to know they're going to get a chance, and they can make a mistake, because if you play nervous, you just can't play out there.
I ask because the age makeup in 3 years will probably be very different than it was in sort of 23, 24 for this roster.
For sure. You see it right now. You see young guys making a push to make the team, whether they make the team coming out of camp this year or they're sprinkled in during the year. It's the way of the NHL now. For us to kind of get better, we didn't go out UFAs and hit the market. We're going to have to do this a little bit internally right now, and that's the goal. And I feel like he's the right person to kind of lead that. And I think it sends a message to the team that, hey, he's the head coach. He's got the hammer. He's going to be here for a while, and you're going to need to do what he says.
Every team wants a great culture. Has he brought that culture here to the front?
He does. I like I said, the way he communicates with the team and the way he I like his demeanor on the bench. I do. He's very reserved. He does have fire and passion, but you don't always see it on the camera during the games. Maybe behind the scenes is a little bit more for sure. He wants to win. He's competitive, and it's just the way he goes about his business. It's an open door policy, but it really is. Guys talk to him. Hey, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do better? And the thing is, we're all in this together. He wants to make them better. We all want to have success, and we believe that, he is the right person for the job. And the growth has been, you just see it going, like as young players, as young coaches, you see the growth coming, and I'm excited to see where we are in 3 years from now.
Craig, hiring Ryan was kind of like your first big move as GM. Has it gone the way you expected when you chose Ryan as your head coach, or has it gone better? I'm curious in terms of what you saw then and where we are now.
I think there's ups and downs and everything. The first year was tough. There was a lot of transition and guys leaving, and it was a lot. It was a lot for me. It was probably a lot for him, and you're learning through it and see what works for you and what doesn't work. But since then, I feel like our relationship, we'll sit in there, we talk about players. In the end, though, I need the players to know that he is going to make the final decision on players, who plays, what the lineup is. And, I think when players feel, okay, the coach has that power, then they're like, okay, what do I need to do, coach? And they're going to go see him, and he's going to be a part of it. But our relationship's great, and I think it's only gotten better over time. And I see his vision and where he wants his team to go, and I feel the same way. So, we're not there yet.
Sorry to interrupt. I think you and Ryan were linked up on contracts. What does this mean for your contract status?
Yeah, right now this is about Ryan. ownership's always, I've been here a long time. I feel very comfortable with where I am, but it's all about Ryan. I wanted to make sure Ryan got done and get ready for the season. So now there's no distractions from you guys asking him every day what's going on with his contract.
We can ask you every day now, though? Is
No,
that
you
what
don't
you're
see
telling
me. You don't see me every day. You don't see me every day. Well, maybe you do, but I'm not talking to you.
It's not every day that a coach oversees two phases of a team, from say rebuild to evolution type of thing. How important do you think it is for the players to have that consistent voice into the next phase of all this?
Well, I mean, I think that's one of the things when I've been in the organization for a long time as a player, and then it's nice to have continuity with the coach. I like that we have one voice. The guys know what to expect, and I want him to see that process through. I mean, that's the goal. I think when you have a lot of transition and coaches coming, going all the time, it's just different systems, and there's always a built-in excuses. Well, we don't know the system, we don't know this, or we don't know that. But now, hey, you know what? We all know what we need to do. Now we got to go out and perform. I mean, obviously, wasn't excited about last night's game. A little frustrating, but it is what it is. But we're going to move forward and get better. But with that said, I do think having that be a guy, consistent voice, and moving along. I mean, that's just my philosophy when I took the job, was I want to build with one coach if I can, and then let him kind of see everything through.